Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. Police start chasing a guy in Vegas. Clark County Sheriff's Office actually chasing this guy. He's been spraying graffiti. They go to stop him. He takes off running. They see he's got a gun. They're chasing him. He runs out into traffic, and then they hear gunshot. Actually, 2 gunshots. And so they go out there. Turns out he was running up to these different cars in traffic. They've stopped. He's pointing his gun at him, trying to carjack him. He just happened to pick the wrong guy. That 50-year-old guy driving his car, he was carrying his gun legally. He shot the carjacker. He rendered him room temperature, killed him right there, DRT. Why would you carry a gun in your car? Gee, I can't even imagine. Why would I carry a gun in a holster in my car? Not in the glove compartment, not where I have to reach for it. I want it on my body, because that's where I know I'm going to have it no matter what happens. If I have to bail out of the car, I want it on me. Never thought of that, right? Well, that's why you go to places, I don't know, like maybe Gunsite. Let's go to line 2, get a little bit more about that. I get these calls from people I know. Ken Cambell, is that you?
Hello, Tom Gresham. I love stories with a happy ending.
Ken is the CEO of Gunsite, the Harvard gunfighting schools down in Prescott, Paulden, Arizona. How you doing, my friend?
I am good. I was just driving down through 89 here, running some errands and listening to you on Gun Talk, and what a perfect topic on Mother's Day.
Isn't it, though? You know, we were talking about how 15, 20 years ago, it was a rarity to have a woman in a class at Gunsite or any of the other self-defense training schools. And now it's just become so common you don't even notice.
Oh, gosh, yeah. When I first came out here in 90 or so, it was very unusual to have a woman in class. And now it is very rare when we don't have multiple women in class. And here a couple of years ago in one of our carbine classes, my wife was in that one, as a matter of fact. It was the first time we had more women than men in the carbine class.
And I think it was either you or one of the folks at Gunsite that told me years ago, says, oh, yeah, we love it. Typically, at least back then, women were new to it. They would start off behind everybody on day 1. And somewhere in about the middle of day 3, they start passing up all the men. And all the instructors say the same thing. Yeah, because they listen.
That is absolutely correct. All the males out here, just plug your ears. Women listen and do. They don't have all the bad habits we do, because, gosh, we've seen John Wayne and Mel Gibson 50 times in the movies. We know how to do everything. So the ladies listen and do, and they're learning curb rockets.
So how is it going at Gunsite? Are you finding, are women now, I'm looking for the change, because a lot of times in the past, women would come with their husbands. And I'm thinking that maybe we're beyond that now, where they're just coming on their own.
That's correct. Whether they're coming with their husbands, and also they're coming with their daughters and their sons or their grandchildren. That's more and more common. We do ladies-only classes, just because some ladies don't want to learn with men around. Mm-hmm. Now, let me say this also. If you and your spouse come to a class together, I'm going to put you on the same relay, and I'm going to separate you about 5 or 6 shooters so you don't coach each other. That's what we're here for.
Absolutely. Well, that's my old deal. I tell guys who say, I want to buy a gun for my wife, I said, you don't get to. You can buy her a class, but you can't buy her the gun. You'll do it wrong.
We'll get folks called. With all these 10 million new gun owners, fortunately, many are seeking good training. And they'll say, what gun do I buy? And we strongly suggest they rent a gun from us and all the equipment. Mm-hmm. It's not very expensive. And let's say if the Glock doesn't fit you today, we'll get you in a 1911, an M&P, a SIG, something. So at the end of the week, when you do go back to your gun shop, you can go in as an informed consumer on what works for you.
Absolutely. Rent before you buy. This makes sense. So I heard that you just completed your Jeff Cooper class.
We did. That's a great class. We celebrate Jeff Cooper's birthday. our, let's call them seasoned staff members. Dave Harris, Jerry McCowan, Mario Marchman. There's a few of us left that actually had training or were hired by Jeff Cooper. So we had 3 of those gents in, and the guys and gals in this class just had a hoot. It's all 1911 guns, leather holsters. We will turn our nose up a little bit to a 9mm 1911, but that's okay. We'll accept that. But no pistol-mounted optics, no race guns, no plastic holsters. If Jeff Cooper wouldn't put it in his holster, by golly, you better not show up with it for this class.
God, what fun that would be. Oh, my gosh, I can't even imagine. Shoot.
Well, Tom, that same week, the week of May 10th next year, so put it on your calendar, buddy.
Well, there you go. How's business? I mean, are you still seeing lots of people wanting training?
We've had 7 record student years in a row, and this year is going to be the same way. When you come back, you'll hardly recognize the campus. A new 4,900 square foot pro shop, a new office, new bunkhouse for the instructors, and with record student numbers, I needed more seating capacity, let's say. We've got new bathrooms also.
Wow.
So it's busy, wonderful times. We're very blessed.
There you go. Gunsite.com?
Yes, sir. Gunsite.com. We're the oldest and the best.
Gunsite, if you want to spell it right. Ken Campbell, thank you so much.
Yes,
hey, I appreciate you listening to the show and calling in.
See, you really did have a listener today.
At least I had one. That's a very good thing. Thanks, kid. Say hi to everybody over there for me.